If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Johnny Fastlane here. So, Kanye West gives the masters back to his own artists, and Big Sean names his top 5 rappers. Plus, 50 Cent skips out on his medical bills. Let's talk hip-hop. Alright, yo, this is crazy, right? So the whole situation is, y'all remember last week when Kanye was going crazy on Twitter because he wanted the ownership of his own masters, right? He even went to the point where he put all his contracts on Twitter, showed all the information between him and Universal Music Group, between him and Def Jam, showed all the advances that he got from Jay-Z and Roc Nation, all kind of stuff, right? So the whole situation is, even though Kanye West is advocating for ownership of his own masters, he actually owns other people's masters, right? So it's kind of hypocritical if you own other people's masters, yet you want 100% ownership of your masters, right? So Kanye West actually went on Instagram, or actually Twitter, and he said, you know what? I'm giving back all my artists their 50% share of their masters, right? So basically, the good thing is that Kanye West didn't take 100% of his artist masters, only 50% of it, right? But now he's giving back that 50% too, so that his artists own 100% of their masters, right? So some of the artists that are on Kanye West's label, Good Music is the label that he owns, is, you know, Kanye himself, Big Sean, Pusha T, Sci-Hi the Prince, Tiana Taylor, Q-Tip, 070 Shake, Valet, Shaq West, Common, Consequence, John Legend, Kid Cudi, Mr. Hudson, Most Def, Designer, a few people, right? So a couple people actually responded to Kanye on Twitter when he said that, right? So Big Sean actually said, thank you. This would be so much help, right? And Designer actually said thanks too, right? And this is dope because Designer, the last I heard from him, he was like, fuck Kanye and fuck Good Music. He even leaked his own music and dropped a whole mixtape called Fuck Good Music. So for him to be like, thank you Kanye, 100 is pretty dope and mature of Designer, right? But yeah, hopefully Kanye gets his masters one day. I mean, he'll get them in 2036, that's for sure. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, Joe, this is funny as hell, right? Because Fat Joe interviewed Big Sean, right? And Fat Joe basically asked Big Sean, who is your top 5 rappers, right? And this is always so interesting to me when they ask other rappers who's their top 5 rappers, because you never know what that rapper grew up listening to, you never know who that rapper likes, or whatever the case may be, right? So Big Sean starts to just rattle off a bunch of rappers' names. Keep in mind, Fat Joe said, who's your top 5? And this nigga Big Sean named 13 rappers, okay? So the first 5 that he said, just off the top of his head, was Biggie, Eminem, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and Jay-Z. Alright, cool. That's 5 rappers. And you know what? I can't even be mad. Biggie, cool. Eminem, cool. Kanye West, cool. Lil Wayne, cool. Jay-Z, of course, right? But then Big Sean doesn't stop. He keeps on going, right? He said, I could easily go 10, right? And then he starts naming off a bunch of other rappers. He said, I could go Rakim, which is, yeah, for real. I could go Nas. He said, I could go Pac. I could go Snoop. He said, I mean, there's so many. And then he puts Outkast in there. So first of all, when he got to Snoop, that's 9 rappers. Then he threw Outkast in there. That's 2 more rappers. So that's already 11, right? And then he says, but then of course I named myself Big Sean after Big L and Big Pun. So then he named 2 more rappers right there, which would bring 13, right? And every single rapper that Big Sean said on this list is dope. And I can't be mad at him for throwing them in his top 5 or somewhere in there, at least his top 20, right? And that just shows you why Big Sean is such a dope ass rapper and why he's such a lyrical rapper and such a talented rapper, is because of the rappers he looks up to, and the rappers that he grew up listening to are also that dope, that lyrical, and that talented as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's fire, yo. Let me know about what you think about this in the comments. Alright, so y'all know by now, 50 Cent is like part rapper, part, TV executive, part comedian, part, troll, and whatever, right? So 50 Cent goes on Instagram, as usual, to troll somebody that you wouldn't think that he's gonna troll, right? So this time he trolls the surgeon who operated on him 20 years ago, right? And for y'all that don't know, 50 Cent got shot 9 times back in the year 2000, right? He got shot all in the body, all in the legs, but he did even get shot 1 time in the face, right? Anyway, the doctor who did the surgery on 50 Cent and also the aftercare really took care of 50 Cent, right? So anyway, 50 Cent goes on Instagram and he puts up this picture and he goes, fun fact about 50 Cent. When 50 Cent was shot back in 2000, the orthopedic surgeon sued 50 after he skipped on the $32,000 bill, right? And this is crazy. So 50 Cent actually says, see how they make me out to be the bad guy no matter what. Boy, it's a good thing I learned not to care about what other people think about me. I didn't even get rich until 2003. Then the doctor came back looking for $32,000. I said, man, get the fuck out of here before you get shot, right? And this is just crazy. So, all right, the whole situation is, back when 50 got shot, he was a broke ass nigga from Queens, who of course couldn't afford to pay a $32,000 bill in New York. And I mean, truly and honestly, people get shot every day, B, and nobody pays their medical bills, right? Now, if 50 Cent got shot now, of course, he probably has insurance, but the whole situation is he ain't paying back then because he didn't have no money, right? And the doctor, I guess, really didn't even care until he saw that 50 Cent was actually a rich celebrity back in 2003, and then he went to go sue 50 Cent, right? And I guess they must have set it out of court or whatever the case may be, but 50 Cent decides to bring it back up, right? In the comments, of course, some people are like, yo, that's funny as hell. Other people are like, how do you not pay the man who saved your life? At least pay him, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yo, it's 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent we talking about, right? So y'all know how he get down, right? Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Johnny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.